and welcome to day 1 of 31 days of cut file fun. And today I am going to be documenting our brand new trailer that it's a dump trailer that we picked up. I am going to be using this Vibes Hot Fudge, and this is the very first cut file that we will be creating with. That is the Just Nick cut file. We're going to be playing with only Just Nick cut files this entire week. I have some leftover needles, pine needles that I used on last Friday's layout. I have the scrap cardstock that I used to cut the needles out. And then this Minte Farm Life wood grain paper. I will be using the wood grain section of this. And I also pulled out this Getaway by Cartabella. Echo Park. I get those two companies mixed up all the time. It's Echo Park. But it's a travel theme. I just like the tone of green that was in there. And there's a couple elements that I can use that are just generic elements. So why not? So the first thing I'm going to do is back my photo because it's a photo mat and I have not done that in a while. Then I'm going to spray my, my cut file, but I'm not going to spray it to where it's entire. Like I didn't want full coverage. And I liked the fact that if I just put, just squirts it down just a little bit, I got big old huge blobs. So I really like the effect of the spray and the blob, and then it not full coverage. I'm going to ink my 2 stickers that I picked out. And I also went into my label bin and pulled out some Not Just for Boys no waste packaging. And what I'm going to do is cut out and ink all of these labels. So I just did one and then I ended up off camera doing all the rest. Then I'm going to bring in, now my cut file is not dry just yet. So I'm going to play with it, but not play with it when it's still wet. And I'm going to end up covering up a bunch of the cut file. So I'm going to cut it out. That way I can use it elsewhere on my page. So I keep bringing in my photo to make sure that I don't cut out too much, cut out too little, things like that. So I'm going to have a good sized chunk left over to play with that I didn't want to just cover up and say, hey, it's good to go. I also am creating a 9x12 layout. It's a brand new trailer, you guys. That's all it is. It didn't warrant a brand new or a 12x12 layout, but yet we wanted to document it because this particular year, 2020, everybody was stuck at home, right? Everybody did remodels on their house. Everybody, beautified the yard. I mean, a lot of things ended up happening that in our case, we don't have enough time to do because my husband and I both worked 16 hours a day. Our children were either at school or at daycare, something like that. I answered my phone. I apologize. Normally I cut that out. Must have missed that part. But yes, I do end up, being on the fact that our life is busy. We have not worried about our yard for 10 years. Honestly, we've been in our house for 10 years and have not once thought back about what our yard looks like. But here it is, 2020. Our jobs didn't slow down, but our vacations did. Our busyness of doing the family things did slow down. And so we decided, you know what, let's do yard projects. And we had our patio put in, we beautified, we pulled out all of our sagebrush. We did the entire backyard and sawed it and all that other stuff, buried our trampoline. We did lots of stuff in 2020. Instead of doing things that we normally do because the world was shut down, right? So one of the things that we did was we bought a brand new dump trailer. Now this was a little bit larger than we were expecting it to be. It's one of those where you have to pre-order it, put $100 down, and when you get it, it's yours. The dealer won't sell it out from underneath you, basically, is what it is. And so when we went to go pick it up, my husband's like, wow, it's a lot bigger than we were expecting it to be. So we expected it to only have like a foot sides on it. It has 3 foot sides on it. It's just a monster. And within this one summer, it paid for itself 3 times over. We went and bought cinder blocks, and we did not have to pay to have them delivered because they fit in the trailer beautifully. It has a cover on it, so anything that we weren't able to get out of the trailer right away, we just threw the cover on it, and it was good to go. It just paid for itself for every project that we wanted to do. And the first project that we did as soon as we rolled into the driveway was we picked up all of the sagebrush that we had already pulled out. We were going to put them on a car trailer and strap them down. And it's such a pill to do that, especially with the straps and all the branches and everything. So the first thing the kids and I and the husband did was load up the dump trailer. And it's like, brand new trailer, what do? You fill it up. And so that's what he Snapchatted all his friends for was, just bought this trailer. Wife's already had me fill it up. So that's all I'm going to say is that it's a brand new trailer purchased in 2020. And then, of course, you know what? Fill it up. That's my only journaling, is because that's exactly what he pulled into the driveway and said, "What do you want me to do with it?" I said, "Fill it up." Let's get rid of these. And we made a dump run. Yeah, we don't hold on to brand new things very often in our family. But yeah, I didn't talk about anything that I did on this layout because that's my MO. But I love the fact that I was able to use this cut file as an embellishment and B, part of my background. So actually, I guess it's all the embellishment, right? I'm not really sure how you would see that as. Very little pattern paper except for the base page, and I absolutely love how this layout turned out. And yeah, I love using cut files for anything and everything. So anyways, be sure to check out Khristina today. She is doing a live when it is convenient for her. And I will make sure that it gets put into our Facebook group as soon as she posts it. I have to wait until the live is finished before I can share the live within the group. Also, too, the group can be found in the description box below this video on YouTube. You just go down below and you'll see, if you're on your phone, there's a little triangle arrow pointing down. You click on that and you'll see everything that is typed out, written out, and all that, and the link to the Facebook group. If you're on your computer, it's right there. There might be a show more button depending on the size of computer screen that you have. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I cannot wait to see how you guys use your cut file. And I'm especially excited for those that have cut files already. Which one do you guys choose to use to follow along with? That's one of my favorite things about this this whole month is we're going to use up all those cut files. I know I have a ton hanging around, and I love the feeling of having all those empty spots in my album as I use them all up. Of course, they get filled up really fast, but it's still a good feeling while it lasts. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.